This is Mirek Monro Biсли. If you decide to, you can watch Artists in America.
And we still got the moon and stars apart. Underneath the velvet sky, love is all that matters. Won't you share with me? And don't you ever leave? Lay down, Daddy, and rest it in my arms. Don't you think you want someone to go?
My name is Mirek. My last name is Biсли. Middle name is Monroe.
What's your background?
I was always traveling and street performing, trying to do music, doing auditions. I stayed in Chicago. I did a little bit of certain things to do auditions for X Factor, NBC, The Voice. Didn't really pass it because I had a bad problem with trying to be recognized because of my teeth, the bottom of them. And ever since this, a near-death accident that happened to me because a friend of mine named Paul Walker. A situation happened with me also that was scary at one point when I moved around. I was good friends with Paul Walker, never came to the media with this. And the incident with Paul Walker, with this situation, I was a passenger in that car the day of the wreck.
Where did you born?
I was secretly born in Washington, D.C. It turns out that the way that I see that my birth is the fact is my mother is born from a secret affair. And she first was born from a secret affair from Richard Nixon and Marilyn Monroe. And yet Richard Nixon's a former president who had an affair behind Patricia Nixon's back. And so as my mother was born first, she was pushed in foster care, and then she went straight traveling around. I don't know how many people she went straight and how many foster homes that she stayed in, but when I was born, she had an affair with Ronald Reagan, but yet Mирек Monro was another man who claimed to be my father but wasn't. And so I remember living in Washington, D.C. at the age of 3 on G Street. That was a couple streets down from the White House when there was a situation that happened with the man who claimed to be my biological father wasn't. He ended up shooting a gun, was put in jail for scaring this man who claimed to be saying that my mom's his mother. And didn't really understand that through the years I didn't get this all together because I was a child. Basically, what I understand is she brought me to Calcasieu Parish, which is Lake Charles, Louisiana. And I remember sitting on my biological mom's lap when Mирek came straight to the court This was this prison window. I'm seeing him wearing a orange outfit saying Daddy's innocent, but I wasn't talking about him. And it turns out that this prison guard came up and knocked me in the mouth. I was only 4 years old. Well, she brought me back to the house with my mouth bleeding, and that's when they accused her of child neglect. And then they put me in foster care. My caseworker was Diana Kite. And Diana Kite was supposedly heard from my mom that I was born from a secret affair from Reagan. She couldn't believe it. I was adopted to a man by the name Tom Beasley and Selma Beasley, to find out that all my years of living with this man, he had secrets about himself starting businesses using a fake name. The next door lived Bill Clinton in a 2-story house, and Bill decides to give my adoptive dad the house to stay in. So when we moved, all through the life, my adopted dad used all his company benefits to buy crude oil through George Bush Sr. And we went straight and understood that he was moving me around as a secret affair, as a position, because he used to work for George Bush Sr. And George, I guess, I had this instinct to think about it through the past when I started traveling, got older, how it all became that I was in the custody of Tom Beasley. Was he worked for George Bush Sr., and Reagan told him the secret that he might have a son in foster care from an affair he did. And so what comes down to it is when I got older and said to consider that I started to realize that I didn't see myself until, because all these memories were lodged in the back of my head. I was traveling with broken wisdom teeth from a near accident that happened to me at the age of 11. When I turned 11, I went to Houston, Texas, went to Cimarron Elementary. When my adopted dad decided to move us to work in Houston at Amoco to spend all the money that he made to produce and purchase crude oil to Amoco to make sure that Bush Sr. had money for his administration to run all through this. He was the right-hand man of George Bush Sr. And he tells me, as we sit down, he says, "Son, I want to have a man-to-man conversation with you." I say, "Okay." He'd say, "Son, do you know that I'm the founder of McDonald's? I'm Ray Kroc." I said, "How are you Ray Kroc?" He said, "Because I started a company with a fake name." Then one time I went straight to the desk and saw a symbol that was like a red and blue symbol looking like a comic symbol. I said, "Dad, what is this symbol?" He goes, "This is a symbol that's going to be on my bank that I own." I said, "What bank do you own?" It's Bank of America. So it all came clear to me that I was adopted to so much of an entrepreneur or an oil tycoon that started all these companies as a favor to produce and purchase crude oil. Didn't even know it.
8 hours later.
What do you think is the main reason for people to end up on the street, like a percentage? What do you think? It's more
drug addiction?
Use, more drug use?
Drug
or,
addiction? But
price of real estate?
some people are pushed to the streets because of drug addiction, 1. 2 is about the fact that they are aftermath of foster care, which you don't have family to rely on. 2. Other thing, the reason why is because they're immigrants that come from another country that are not documented. That's what made me become home. I'm 43 years old.
43.
Yeah.
And how many years you are on the street?
Off and on 18.
18?
Yeah. When my adopted dad passed away, I was a lender. I had all this money. I had a friend of mine come and spend the night. He wanted to be a rapper. And so basically he stole some money from the safe. The name of the song was Boyz II Men, I'll Make Love to You. Did this for auditions for American Idol.
Let's go.
Close your eyes, make a wish, and blow out the candle lights. For tonight is just your night. We're gonna celebrate. All through the night, pour the wine and light the fire. And girl, your wish is my command. I submit to your demands. I will do anything,
8 hours later.
and I will not let go till you tell me to, baby. Tonight it's your night, and I will do it right. Just make a wish on your night. Anything that you wish, I will give you the love of your life, your life, your life. That's all I got for that one. And it's all a cappella. If you want to, put a little bit of reverb when you do it, you'll find out. I will give you the love of your life, your life, your life.
Christ, that was terrible.
You're welcome.
Do you agree I'm using this video for YouTube?
Yeah. That I can take, that people will understand that I am a secret affair from Reagan and Nixon.
What's your future like?
My future, I would say this. After I find what kind of money I had, I want to do music, but I feel in the sense of saying I might be heir to be president of the United States one day.
Thank
Problem.
you for your time. It was good conversation.
You too,
Thank
you
you
too.
very much.